Hi Pisces, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading, doing the weekly check-in reading again. So for your current self, theme of the week, we are using the After Tarot deck, okay, by Pietro Aligo and Corinne Kenna. Brilliant deck. Key goal for the week, guys, obstacle to overcome, and anything that you're accomplishing this week. We use the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti, and for what you need to avoid for the week, what to embrace and where you can find support, we use the Poppy Palin's Everyday Enchantment Tarot, my favourite deck of all at the moment. For a long time, actually, it's really good. Spiritual advice, we use The Answer is Simple by Sonia Chokwet, okay? Your second reading, which is your 15 card, other general energies for the week, work, finance and love. We use the Tarot in Wonderland deck by Barbara Moore, and spiritual advice comes from the Angel Answers, Doreen Virtue, Radley Valentine, and Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels as well. Okay, that's it. Let's get shuffling. Here we go. Okay, Pisces, here's your reading. So you guys are showing as being this week the moon, okay? And remember with the After Tarot, you know, the After Tarot shows what happens one moment after that original Rider-Waite picture is taken. So usually on the Rider-Waite version, all we've got is the moon. We've got that little kind of crab or crayfish, whatever it is, crawling up from the water, indicating subconsciousness, starting an awakening, which is what that crab is. So you're starting to awaken to your subconscious and understand the situation. And the dogs here are all about your restlessness, Pisces, lack of understanding and screaming out for guidance. We've got the moon, and you are showing as being the moon, but I feel that it's interesting because the moon, how do you read the moon? We've got to read it as a collective when we read this card. It is about restlessness, it is about confusion, but I get the impression here that with this woman starting to come out of the shadows, okay, showing here, I think that this is you starting to come out of the shadows. I think that and you're also very much in line with the crab, and it almost feels like to me you're starting to awaken. Your consciousness, your subconscious is starting to awaken to something. I'm seeing an awakening here for you guys, because often these After Tarot cards can be very reminiscent of the reversals of the tarot, okay? So the moon reverse for me is a card where we're starting to see things clearly. Our conscience is our consciousness, our subconscious is starting to be awakened by a situation. We're starting to understand a situation. We're starting to realize it's where secrets are being given up and deceptions are being unearthed, that type of thing. So I feel that with you guys being the moon, I don't feel that you're confused here. I just feel that there is a sense of enlightenment that is coming towards you guys. And I feel that with the dog and the wolf at either side of you, Pisces, this almost says to me that though you are still tackling and wrestling with your own kind of subconscious and your fears and your doubts, being the dogs representing these elements of yourself, the fact that you're walking in the direction of the crab says that no, I've got to keep on course, I've got to keep on believing, I've got to keep on knowing, because I know what's what here. So I actually feel that this week you guys are showing in one way as being torn with the dogs. Your conscience, your thought processes, the way that you are tackling a situation, I feel that mentally and emotionally you're kind of still torn, but I feel that you are very determined to not only confront your fears, but also to take into account what you believe to be the truth, if that makes any sense. Even though you're wrestling with your ideas and you've got a lot of restless mental and emotional energy going on around a situation, I think that you are very determined, Pisces, to almost follow your intuition here, because this is the crab coming up, and this is where we are starting to open up and realize and come to consciousness on the situation here, and you're following that path. You're in direct line with this crab here, so it's almost like you're facing off against your own consciousness, and you're saying, actually no, I do believe what I'm thinking is right, despite me wrestling with these, you know, with this mental and emotional kind of turbulence. I feel, no, I'm going to stay on this direction, I'm staying. So I'm seeing you guys determined to stay on a particular path mentally, because you know what is right despite having your doubts this week. What is the theme for the week for you guys? It's about a death. No, it's not death, it's 4 of coins, sorry. What I find so funny about this particular 4 of coins is that death is hitting this man on the head. So one moment after, death comes in and says, right, that's it, time to let go. And he's like, no, I'm clinging. I'm clinging. I don't want to change. No, I don't want to change. I'm clinging. I'm clinging to the coins. Fuck off, death. Off. That's what it's like, Pisces. So the theme of the week is all about change, really. Literally change. But no, it's about change. And the fact that sometimes we want to cling to the things that we know. We want to cling to the things that guard us. We want to protect ourselves from the idea of change. And I feel that the theme of the week is all about trying to protect. Because I think that here, Pisces, some of you guys, you are wrestling with your own conscience on the moon energy between what is right and what is wrong. But you know what is right because you're following the path of the crab that's coming up and saying, no, come on, you know what you know. That your intuition is telling you this, and this, and you're like, yeah, I know, but I'm still kind of torn. And I think the theme is it's all about you guys clinging to something here. I think you've been clinging. I think this is you. I think you've been clinging to something, and I think that this crab coming up and this kind of awakened consciousness to what it is that you need to do going forward, because you do know what it is. You definitely know on this card. Pisces, it's all to do with that change and that you need to let go of something. But some of you guys in this 4 of coins, the theme of the week is, I need to let go. That's why you're this is the crab and you are, I need to let go. These two energies, the dog and the wolf, are the 4 of coins. What you're clinging to here is this, your fears. But the change of the death is your consciousness. Death is really just your conscience. It's just your thoughts. It's just saying to you, Pisces, no, you need to follow your intuition, and that's letting go. So the theme of the week is about you clinging to something that you really know you should have let go of a long time ago. What is the key goal that you have for the week, Pisces? Well, the Knight of Swords, to follow your ambitions, to follow your dreams, to pursue new beginnings with the Knight of Swords energy. That's your key goal, is to experience new things with the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is fast, he's dynamic, he's excitable, he's determined, he's motivated, he has an intention, he's active with the Knight of Swords energy showing here. He wants to pursue his goals. So I feel that the goal for the week for you guys is to pursue your goals no matter what. Whatever the cost is, it doesn't matter, Pisces, because that Knight of Swords just wants to pursue his goals at whatever cost. What is the obstacle you need to overcome, though? And also your goal is to exit a situation, because the Knight of Swords means to exit, to leave, which could be this, because you're clinging on to something you know that should have gone a long time ago, basically. And you know it with the moon. You're fully aware of it with that moon energy that you should do that. And your goal is to exit the situation and move forward with the Knight of Swords, okay? To drive, because it's all about, your goal is to have the drive. More than anything, I think the goal is to have the drive to move forward and exit this situation. But the obstacle you need to overcome is strength. And strength is all about your own inner strength, belief, motivation, dedication, that you can overcome the obstacle of that 4 of coins. Because you guys are definitely clinging to something that you know should have gone a long time ago. But the obstacle you need to overcome, if you're going to exit it and move forward in terms of your intentions and ambitions for the future, is with that strength energy to let go of the thing. And also the obstacle you need to overcome is that you are the lion. Now the lion on the strength card and the Knight of Swords are very similar. They are very driven characters. Can you see how they move? They're quite aggressive characters. And they move with the lion, or this is a tiger, sorry. Tigers and lions are usually driven by instinct. So the instinct with a lion is just to go and get what he wants to get. Same as a tiger. Okay, this is a tiger. Sorry, I keep saying lion. This is a tiger. But they're both kind of, they're animals, and they're wild animals. And wild animals are driven mainly by instinct, I think. Okay, don't know much about animals. I'm not David Bellamy or anything, but you know. Yeah, lions and wild animals are driven by instinct and kind of what they know, you know. And the Knight of Swords is the same type of an animal. He's driven by instinct. So if, for example, if the Knight of Swords sees someone that he fancies, he sniffs her out. He's like, oh, yeah, she looks good. Yeah. My instinct is go for it. Go. That's the Knight of Swords energy. Because he's an animal. He's like the lion or the tiger on the strength energy. You know, he's driven by his instincts. He's driven by his desires. Same as the lion or the tiger. They're all just animals. Okay? And it's the same thing. Your goal is to exit a situation and to allow yourself to be driven and to drive your ambitions forward. But the obstacle you need to overcome is strength. It's not reversed. So I would say the obstacle you need to overcome here is that your desire with this lion energy to do the Knight of Swords is still restricted by another. Somebody definitely has a hold off you, Pisces. And that's why you need to overcome. And in fact, you need to overcome strength. Because strength is actually the woman on the card. And the lion or the tiger is the desire to move forward. But while strength has that lion, your desire is on a leash. You can't move forward. But that's your goal. Do you understand? So your desire and goal for the week is to move forward, to exit this situation that has you clinging to it for far too long. Death is coming and it's hitting you over there and saying, fuck it, I'll get up. Let go of that. And you're like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to let go of it. But, you know, for the week, your intuition is very strong. And it's saying, no, I know that I've got to do this. I know that I've got to do this. You are showing us being strongly intuitive with that moon card this week, Pisces. Because the theme of the week is you're clinging to something that needs to end. It needs to go. And death is even coming and going, boom, come on. And you're like, no, I don't want to. But you know that you've got to let go of this thing. Your goal is to move forward, to exit the situation and to start kind of focusing on your ambitions and your desires. But your desires, you need to overcome the obstacle that the desire to do all of this is still not coming out. Because there is somebody who has strength over you. And that's what you need to overcome. You actually need to overcome somebody else's strength. This might as well be a bloody devil card sitting here. It's the same thing in this particular instance. What could you be accomplishing this week, though? The Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is love and healing. So you could be accomplishing healing with the Ace of Cups energy. You could be accomplishing the ability to open your heart to the idea of the Knight of Swords, which is moving forward. For some of you guys, just off the cuff, it could be new love, new relationship. What do you need to avoid? Heartbreak, Three of Swords, feeding into torture and sadness with that Three of Swords. Because when you get the Three of Swords, sometimes we want to, you know, we can, you know, feel sorry for ourselves and we can be like, sometimes with the Three of Swords, you can kind of, you know, get very, I don't want to use the word self-indulgent, but you can get really in your feelings with the Three of Swords energy. I mean, really in your feelings with the Three of Swords, because it's all, you know, woe is me and I'm really sad and I'm depressed. And you need to avoid doing that with that Three of Swords energy because you're really making progress here, Pisces. You know that the week consists of that you are clinging to something and death is telling you, no, it has to go. And regardless of that, you guys have still been clinging to it despite knowing that something should have gone a long time ago. And the moon energy is saying that you know, this week you are highly intuitive because you're looking directly over there. And the crab, whatever it is, crayfish, this is all about our awakened subconscious. You know, we're awakening to something, we're seeing something for what it is. It's only the dogs that refuse to because they're still kind of growling and, you know, and this is your subconscious shouting at you here and saying, you know, fuck off, you know, no you don't. So it's almost like you've got this wrestle going on with, you know, what you know to be true and what you're trying to ignore. Because you don't want to change, some of you Pisces don't. You want to still hold on and cling to something that should have long gone. And you know that you've got to let go of it. But your restlessness is saying, I don't want to let go of it. I don't want to let go, but you know that you have to. But your goal, the good thing is your goal with that Knight of Swords is to, you know, is to exit the situation, leave it. It's to move forward and to follow your desires and your ambitions going forward, you know, getting rid of all of this energy here. But you need to overcome the obstacle that whatever this is, it has a very strong hold over your desires. So this strength, whoever this person is or the situation is holding your desires at bay. It's stopping you from moving forward. But what you could be accomplishing at the end of the week is some form of healing maybe with the Ace of Cups, or even being able to at least open your heart to the potential of being able to move out of this situation. You need to avoid getting all up in your feelings. If you do, you'll never do this. You'll never let go, or you'll continue to do this. And what do you need to embrace? That you have to put the work and the time in. With the Eight of Coins, you've just got to put the work and the time in, okay? Because eights mean change, but they also mean movement and accomplishment. and mastering a task. So when you work hard enough, eventually you're going to become a master at it, and you're going to overcome an obstacle if you work hard enough towards it. So you need to kind of embrace that this is going to take a lot of hard work. It's not going to be something that comes overnight like that. It really won't, but it's going to. The more that you do it, i.e. the more that you pay attention to your intuition, and the more that you follow your ambitions, your desires, with the Knight of Swords energy, the more it's going to help you detach from this thing that's been holding you back for a long time. And in a way, with the embracing card of the Eight of Coins, where we're seeing you, the more that you do this, the more that you work on yourself, or you work towards kind of, you know, letting go of the clinginess of this Four of Coins energy, this is also connected to you opening your heart. So the more that you open your heart, the more that you work towards opening your heart, the more that you can accomplish this goal of moving forward and moving out of this negative energy I think that some of you guys are in. Okay, but if you invest in the Three of Swords, the broken heart and the sadness and the regret with that Three of Swords energy, you're going to be chained, and that's what you want to avoid. Where can you go for support if you need it, Pisces? You can go to the Ace of Coins showing here. So, you know, this could be somebody who you have a very strong, trusting relationship with. This could be somebody at work with the Ace of Coins energy. This could be somebody who maybe is a young Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual with the Ace of Coins energy. This could be somebody who you are building, or you're building a venture with, or you're looking to build a venture with. This could be an ancestor, for example, with the Ace of Coins energy showing here. What is the guidance for the week? Spiritual guidance. Dare to be happy. That's all it's saying. Just dare to be happy. And I think that you want to be happy in this reading, Pisces. I really do. I think that you have such, because you know that theme of the week with that Four of Coins. Can you see how he's clinging to the coins, and the Death card saying, no, come on, get up. And he's like, no, I don't want to go. Leave me alone. I want to cling to this. You know that you've been clinging to something that should have long gone. And your intuition is strongly kicking you in the ass and telling you that you need to do that. Despite your brain saying, I can't. You're kind of like, no, I can. Okay? Because you want to be happy, and it's showing with the Knight of Swords, you want to move forward, you want to exit the situation, but you've got somebody who's got a strong hold on you. That's the obstacle to be overcome. But you could be achieving by the end of the week, at least opening your heart, even if it's just a fraction with that Ace of Cups. You could open your heart to change with the Knight of Swords energy showing here, because you want to dare to be happy. It says just dare to be happy. Might be walking a little bit of a tightrope, it might be a bit of a risk, but just dare to be happy. Alright, we're going to quickly do your 15 card reading for you. Bear with me while I get rid of these cards and shuffle up the next. Okay, Pisces, let's have a quick look then. So we've got, what have we got here? Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, general energy coming in. Fulfillment of a stage, ending of a cycle. The Ten of Coins, I think, is a very good card. Tens just represent the fulfillment of their suit. So this is where you have enough. You know, you've got enough love, you've got enough happiness, you've got enough money, you've got enough food on the table. Also something to do with property, home, family, long-term relationships. We've got I think there's some disappointment within the family happening here for some of you Pisces, sorry. But the Ten of Coins is the family, and the Five of Cups can be some emotional dissatisfaction or disappointment happening within the family. Ten of Coins energy showing here. Nine of Wands, but I see you guys still holding out there, okay? So even though there might be some disappointment or sadness within the family this week, I see you still holding out there with the Nine of Wands energy showing up here. Three of Cups could be for reconciliation with that Three of Cups energy showing up here. Ten of Wands, though, burdens showing up here. So burdens within a group, or group's burden, or because the Ten of Wands is work, or it's burdens, and this is friendship, or, you know, I think this is something to do with family, though. Okay, I am seeing burdens within a friendship, or burdens within, you know, with a group of people. I'm seeing burdens within a friendship, or burdens within a group, with a group of people for some of you Pisces showing up here. And I'm seeing some sadness, could be within work, it could be within the family, okay? But the main card here being the Nine of Wands, I'm seeing you guys still holding on out there, okay? You're still going, all right? You're not going to allow this to really affect you this week. In terms of love, what have we got? So we've got the, I'm sorry to say, what is this? No, Four of Coins. Four of Coins in a love reading can mean somebody's clinging to something, okay? It can also mean that somebody's hiding something, or somebody's quite selfish. Temperance energy showing up here. So the temperance energy is all about a reconciliation. I'm thinking that one of you or someone else is clinging to the idea of a reconciliation or working something through in a relationship showing up here. But I feel that one of you may not be committed, or it could be that one of you is committed or still clinging to the idea that you're going to reconcile with a fool. This could be somebody who wasn't particularly committed, quite young and naive and silly. King of Cups. So I feel that this is somebody who was, I think this is a King of Cups. I think this is committed or it could be that some of you guys are clinging to a reconciliation, fresh opportunity with a King of Cups energy showing up here. There's there's a King of Cups and a Queen of Wands. That's interesting. Two court cards don't really explain anything in a reading. Not really, they just show people. There's two people involved in the situation here. I mean, this could certainly be you, Pisces, because you are water. And we can read this as Scorpio, Pisces, Cancerian. So I'm going to read that as you. And this is individual showing up here. I feel that your heart is still open. You've got the cup open to this. It could be that your heart is open to a fire sign individual showing here. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but there's certainly your heart is open to a very beautiful, very charismatic and very sexy individual showing here, okay? So I actually feel that some of you guys are clinging to a reconciliation, okay? Or you're clinging to there being an opportunity, the full energy to reconcile, okay? Because I feel that some of you guys, your heart is still open to a fire sign individual or somebody who you deem to be very charismatic and beautiful and that type of thing. There's somebody here who you don't want to let go. That might have been showing in the first reading. It's got to be you, because this is water and the cup is open. He's presenting the cup to that queen. And that queen has her wand up. It's almost like she's put a barrier there. Okay, so I'm getting somebody also here, doesn't have to be fire, but I'm getting somebody who's got their barriers up against you. You've got your cup open to this person, but this person seems to have their barrier towards you. All right, showing up here. I think, and she looks very, very grumpy as well. But I feel that some of you guys are still clinging to the opportunity for a reconciliation, or are clinging to the opportunity to work things through, or a reconciliation. Heart is still open to someone who I think actually has their barriers up. Let's have a look at work and finance. So we've got judgment. So there's a review happening here, I think, with the judgment energy showing up here. A review, positive review with the star energy showing up here. Recognition. Two of Wands. So Two of Wands is a new beginning. It's also the card that talks about a plan. I feel that you got two majors here, and these are really good. Some of you guys might be called to your life purpose. So some of you guys might be feeling that you're being called with that judgment energy to do your life purpose. And it might be with the Two of Wands energy that you are planning or looking ahead towards a new venture. I actually feel that you're being called to do a life purpose here, because the judgment energy can easily be your calling, and this is the life purpose of the star energy. So some of you guys are being called to fulfill your life purpose with the star energy. I feel that you're looking across, or you're looking towards, or you're planning a venture, a new career venture with the Ace of Coins energy. One in which, I think that you're just at the start of this phase. One in which you have to learn much about with the Page of Cups energy. Because the Page of Cups energy is all about, you're a fish out of water with the Page of Cups. So you're going to have to do a lot of learning. There has to be a lot of kind of, learning and researching and that type of thing with the Page of Cups energy. I think that you're very open with that Page of Cups to the fact that you're a fish out of water, and that this is just the beginning stage. Okay, because this is the new venture card. When it comes to work, the Ace of Coins can be money, but the Ace of Coins can also be... Also, it might be that you guys with the Two of Wands energy are planning to earn money through a creative venture, because this is earning money, this is planning, and this can be a creative venture. So it might be this week you're being called to serve your highest purpose with the star energy. Could be that you're planning with the Two of Wands energy, or plans are being put into action to earn money, Ace of Coins energy, through a creative venture with the Page of Cups, sorry. Might also be that you're being called to serve your highest purpose with the star in terms of work. You're planning a new venture. Might be one that involves children, might be one in which you have to learn something creatively here. But it also, though you're planning this new venture, you might actually be accepting that this is just the starting phase and there's a lot more to be done. Let's have a quick look at what your love advice is. What we got here for love was, I think that some of you guys are clinging to the opportunity to reconcile or work something through with an individual. I think that your heart's still open to this individual, but they have this wand up against you. They've got this barrier. And I think they've got the wand up against you as well. And the wand is in this direction against the cup, because we know that wands We know that cups and water don't work. Water extinguishes fire. So this person has their barrier up because they feel that you extinguish their fire for some reason. This person feels that you kind of, you know, you don't compliment them and you don't make them, it's almost like this person feels that you don't make them feel good, but you're still really kind of like, no, we can be good together. But this person's like, no, we can't, because we don't compliment each other. This person almost feels like you don't compliment each other and you do. What is the advice you have for Pisces on this situation here? Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I get the impression that it's telling you just to enjoy the bliss of this being the honeymoon. Okay, you went through a honeymoon phase, and the honeymoon phase in a relationship can be a 2 to 3 month fling, but there's nothing else coming in. So it might be saying that just enjoy the relationship for what it was, but it's not destined to go any further, okay? Because there's separation here. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So I think it's just saying just enjoy the relationship for what it was. It was a bit of a honeymoon relationship, you know, a few weeks or a couple of months or so, because, you know, you guys aren't meant to be together. Time apart from this person, you know, you guys aren't destined to be together with the separation one, okay? From the person that you separate. So yeah, I just think it's saying, look, you are clinging, Pisces, to this person, to reconciling or working something through with the temperance energies for an opportunity to do that. But I feel that, you know, this person here, this Queen of Wands, very telling how she's got her wand up, and she's saying, look, just keep away. It's funny, but it's almost like she's got the wand up as a warning, because she's got the red flag. Can you see how she's got a red flag? So she's holding up a red flag here. Okay, and I feel that there's a warning here that she's trying. I feel that with the red flag, it's got the heart on it, but I feel that this the red flag is usually a warning. So I actually feel that whilst you guys are clinging to there being an opportunity to reconcile, work through an issue with an individual, there's somebody who's got their red flag out to you, and they're saying, look, you are water, I am fire, we do not mix. You're too emotional, I'm not. We don't mix here. So there's somebody I feel around you who's saying we don't mix, Pisces, but you're still clinging that you're going to have something with them. And the universe is saying, well, look, just enjoy the relationship for what it was. It was just a bit of a fling with that honeymoon card there, and now it's time to part, you know. Let's have a quick look at what the angels are saying to you on this card here as well. Universe, Spirit, just show me, angels, what is the advice? Just give me some cards, give me a coherent sentence for Pisces. It's telling you that you're going to have abundance. Okay, there's going to be abundance. Give me something else, please, because the other cards aren't making sense, angels. What else do you have to say to Pisces, please? It's telling you to reconsider if you believe. Okay, if you believe, you will wait and ask your angels. Okay, so it's saying you're going to have abundance, but it's also saying you need to reconsider something. Okay, because if you believe in it, you will wait and ask your angels. Okay, with those energies there. All right, that's your reading, my darlings. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like a private reading, click through to the comments section below, and that's where my website details are, the link. And you can also click on a link at the end of the video which has my website there. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.